Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because this is one of those moments that could completely shake up the football world as we know it. What I'm about to tell you sounds like something out of a movie, but it's real, it's happening, and it's got every fan, analyst, and sports personality talking. The Dallas Cowboys, America's team, have reportedly pulled off one of the boldest, most jaw-dropping moves in modern NFL history. Yes, it's official. Coach Prime himself, Deion Sanders, is heading back to Big D. Jerry Jones has done it again. The same man who once brought the Cowboys to football glory has now brought back one of the most electrifying personalities the game has ever seen. That's right, Deion Primetime Sanders, the Hall of Famer, the legend, the man with the golden smile and unmatched swagger, has been signed to lead the Dallas Cowboys as their new head coach. Can you believe that? Just take a second and let that sink in. The man who defined flash, confidence, and excellence on the field during his playing days with the Cowboys is now returning to the franchise to run the show from the sidelines. This is not just a signing, this is a statement, a movement, a cultural earthquake in the world of football. When you think about it, this almost feels like destiny. Deion Sanders was born for this moment. From his days as the ultimate two-sport star to his Hall of Fame NFL career and his meteoric rise in the college coaching ranks, everything about his journey screams larger than life. He's never done anything small, never settled for average, and he's always brought the energy, the charisma, and the swagger wherever he goes. So now, with Jerry Jones pulling the trigger on this monumental decision, it feels like a match made in football heaven. Two big personalities, two relentless competitors, two icons who love the spotlight and thrive under pressure. Now let's talk about what this really means for the Cowboys, because this isn't just another coaching change, this is a cultural overhaul. For years, fans have been frustrated watching this team fall short of expectations. So much talent, so much potential, yet time and time again, the postseason heartbreaks kept piling up. The Cowboys needed a jolt, something to reignite that championship fire, and who better to bring that spark than Coach Prime himself? Deion is not just a coach, he's a walking brand, a motivator, a recruiter of belief. He doesn't just coach players, he transforms them, he inspires them, he demands greatness from them. And you know he's not going to walk into that locker room quietly. No, no, no. You can already picture it, that first team meeting, where Deion stands in front of the entire roster, looks them straight in the eye, and says, "We're not here to play for second place. We're not here to survive. We're here to dominate." You can feel the electricity already, right? That's what Deion brings: instant energy, instant accountability, and instant culture. The Cowboys have been known for years as a team that has talent but sometimes lacks discipline or direction when it matters most. Well, under Deion Sanders, that narrative changes immediately. This is a man who preaches structure, faith, toughness, and mindset. Every player under him knows the standard, excellence in everything, both on and off the field. But here's the crazy part: this move doesn't just shake up the Cowboys, it shakes up the entire NFL. Every team in the league is now on notice. Think about it, the Dallas Cowboys, already the most talked about franchise in sports, just added one of the most magnetic personalities in the history of the game as their head coach. Every press conference is going to be a show. Every sideline shot will go viral. Every locker room speech will be quoted across social media. The Cowboys just went from a team under pressure to a full-on entertainment empire. Love him or hate him, Deion Sanders moves the needle like no one else. Opposing coaches are going to have to prepare not only for the team but for the energy and mentality that Coach Prime brings to the table. He's the type of leader who makes players believe they can do the impossible. That's not just talk, we've seen it already. At Jackson State, he took a program that few outside the HBCU community were paying attention to and turned it into a powerhouse, winning games, selling out stadiums, and putting the spotlight on historically black colleges like never before. Then at Colorado, he walked into a struggling program and, within months, made them the most talked about team in college football. The wins, the swagger, the sunglasses, the speeches, everything about Deion was electric. And now, that same energy is heading to the NFL's biggest stage. Now let's be real, this move is not without risks. Jerry Jones is known for being a hands-on owner, and Deion Sanders is known for being unapologetically himself. There will be fireworks, there will be strong opinions, and there will be moments where egos collide. But you know what? Maybe that's exactly what Dallas needs. Maybe it's time for a little friction, a little boldness, a little we don't care what anyone thinks energy. Because for years, the Cowboys have been good, but not great. They've been contenders, but not champions. And if there's one thing Deion Sanders knows, it's how to win at the highest level. He's done it as a player, and now he's ready to do it as a coach. The question is, can he translate that college magic into the NFL? The jump from college to pro is massive. You're not dealing with recruits anymore, you're dealing with grown men, millionaires, veterans with experience and expectations. But if anyone has the charisma and leadership to earn their respect, it's Deion Sanders. Players respect greatness, and Deion has greatness written all over him. His R-sum speaks for itself, his reputation precedes him, and his message resonates universally: believe in yourself, outwork everyone, and stay disciplined in your purpose. Imagine what this means for players like Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, and Dak Prescott. Under Deion, you can expect a whole new level of accountability. He's going to demand effort, passion, and intensity every single day. He's not going to let anyone coast on talent alone. You're going to see practices with more energy, sidelines with more emotion, and players feeding off their coach's vibe. Deion has always believed in leading by example, and he'll be the first one in that building showing the type of energy he expects from everyone else. And let's talk about recruiting free agents for a second. You think players don't want to play for Deion Sanders? Please, every athlete in the league grew up watching prime-time highlights. He was the definition of cool, confidence, and competition. When free agency hits, don't be surprised if Dallas becomes the destination for players who want to be part of something bigger than football. This hire doesn't just change the playbook, it changes the perception of the franchise. Suddenly, playing for the Cowboys isn't just about tradition, it's about being part of a movement. So what happens next? Expect sweeping changes in how the team operates. Expect Deion to bring in a coaching staff that aligns with his philosophy: energetic, player-focused, and disciplined. Expect team meetings to feel different, practices to feel different, the entire vibe of the franchise to shift overnight. And most importantly, expect the players to buy in, because when a man like Deion Sanders speaks, people listen. He's not just another coach with a clipboard, he's a living legend who's been where they want to go. He's walked that path, lifted that trophy, and knows what it takes to stay at the top. At the end of the day, this move is more than just football. It's about identity, it's about belief, it's about bringing back that Dallas Cowboys swagger that once made this franchise the heartbeat of the NFL. The league is at its best when the Cowboys are relevant, and now, with Deion Sanders at the helm, they're not just relevant, they're captivating again. Whether you love it or hate it, you can't look away. You have to tune in. And that's the magic of Coach Prime. He commands attention, he earns respect, and he delivers results. So to all of Cowboys Nation watching this right now, this is your moment. The Prime era has begun. And to the rest of the league, be afraid, be very afraid. Because the Dallas Cowboys just got their swagger back, and the NFL will never be the same again. Now hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe, because I'll be covering every twist, turn, and highlight of this incredible story. Welcome to Prime Time, Dallas, it's showtime.